what is the best sanding grit for hard wax oils? And is sanding higher actually better? To answer this question, we've invited the team at Mirka Canada to scientifically test the penetration of top oil by applying it to woods sanded to different grits using Mirka sanding tools. For this test, Mirka will be using 4 different sanding grits. They'll be starting with 120, then moving to 180, 320, and 400 grit sandpaper. It's time to apply our Osmo top oil. For the best results, we're going to apply the recommended amount of 60 grams per meter squared. Once our samples are ready to go, we can test them to see what effect the different sanding grits may have had on the overall performance of the finish. We will apply water, red wine, and soda at each time interval and remove it once the time interval has elapsed. At this point, our samples are handed over to the Mirka lab team for additional testing. The lab team uses a Mirka shark blade to shave off any hard wax oil on the wood surface so we can observe how the oil has interacted with each sanding grit. We were able to observe that on the finer sanding grits there was a dust and oil mixture that did not harden well and was easy to remove from the wood pores using a needle. This indicates that the finer grits may produce dust that is trapped in the wood fibers, affecting the ability for oil to penetrate. These results confirm that as the sanding grit becomes finer, the oil's ability to penetrate the wood decreases. The finer grits produce finer dust that fill up the wood pores, making it challenging for the oil to properly penetrate. So what exactly does this mean for your woodworking projects? If you're looking for the best stain and water resistance, then consider using a grit between 120 to 180 as your final sanding grit. This means less time spent sanding and overall a more durable result. Because of this feature, we suggest that your final sanding grit be no higher than 120 for flooring and between 150 and 220 for fine furniture.